Run, Laney.
Yes, Jacob Rickard.
I'll bid you a good flight and I shall see you when we land.
Yes, hopefully we don't crash and die.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've just landed in Vancouver.
Open your eyes really wide, Jacob. Open them wide. Chest.
This is outrageous. What a place. We're in Vancouver, or more specifically Nanaimo on Vancouver Island, and it's a place full of amazing wildlife. We've just seen a bald eagle just faffing about in a tree. Egalite, fraternité.
Hello everybody, Rowan here.
How you doing, Ron?
Yeah, I'm having a great time.
I bet you are.
Eagle.
You happy about that?
Yeah.
So we're here on Vancouver Island staying with my Uncle Ted and my Aunt Mary. They obviously are the perfect local guides to the island, and so today they're taking us to Cathedral Grove and Tofino, which are both places that have come really highly recommended. This here is a classic photo opportunity spot. Big snowy one in the distance. The water in this stream used to be the snow on top of a mountain, and it's melted and it's now called Melt. You melt. We've joined the Vancouver Parkour Association, and our first test is to fling ourselves around in this rocky environment. Parkour. Wow, you're impressive. This tree here is super wide. It's a fir tree and you can't even see the top. Apparently raccoons live around here.
It would be nice if we met a raccoon and made friends with it.
If I had to recommend a raccoon bed, it would be between the bark and the tree.
Take your shoes and socks off. What? It's freezing.
You can walk across that log. Well done. Did you drink some melt?
I did.
Pure?
Pure. Tasted actually just like water.
This is the famous one known as Old Bulgy.
Oh, Bulgy.
Old Bulgy. You are dwarfed by it, young lady.
I'm very low.
Do you want to know a fun fact about the bin in this car park? Bear proof. And that suggests that there are bears around here. Are you carrying it?
No.
Act big, make noise, don't run. It would be so unexpected to see a bear here. I don't think bears love sandy beaches, do they? That's the Pacific. Are you going to dip your peats in?
I hope so.
Oh, the Pacific Ocean's so cold on my feet.
It's freezing.
Random diversion to this restaurant which has grass on the roof, and there are two goats sitting there on the roof having a nibble.
They probably get people bleating at them all day long.
Yeah.
Hello.
Plinth boy?
No, please.
Not Rowan, is it?
That's me. Lil Rowan.
You're a star. Please would you tell me the best thing that's happened on
Whale watching.
Whale watching was something obviously that Rowan was extremely keen to do. How do you feel, please, Rowan?
Oh, I'm so excited!
You love whales, don't you?
Oh, they're my best type of ales.
I went to Cardiff once, and it kind of didn't disappoint because there were whales.
Oh, it was certainly an experience, wasn't it?
There was the option to go on a normal boat, imagine a boat, but instead we chose to go on a Zodiac, tiny inflatable bit of rubber.
I'm having a good time, no one can ruin my time. And you went 100 miles an hour.
Yes, pick up the speed here.
Thanks for the speed to pick up.
No. I felt like my teeth were falling out, we were going so quickly. And then it was choppy rough seas for 100 years. I would like to see some whales. And then we got to the flattest sea in the whole world, and there were 2 humpback whales. Yay!
This obviously, water's about 600
Oh my
feet
lord,
deep here.
it was the best thing I've ever seen.
The rest of the experience was so traumatic.
It was awful.
I never want to do it again. It was the absolute worst. I can't. That there is my Uncle Ted. We found out afterwards that he actually fractured his spine on the boat. He's fine now.
There were bits where it was riding over the waves and I was being thrown up and then thrown down. Do you think we'll ever go on that ever again.
Absolutely not. And now we're off on part 2 of our adventure. There are so many bits to this adventure. We're going to Vancouver next, and there are 2 ways to get from Vancouver Island to the city of Vancouver. One of them is on the ferry, which we did on the way here. The other option is to get a float plane, and that is what we're doing this morning. 1, 2. So it's fairly small in here. That was fun. I really enjoyed getting a Harbour Air seaplane.
It was really good.
There's so much of Vancouver. There's some here and all of this. Look at all this. Oh my god, look at that. That's Rowan. Vancouver, 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 Canada geese.
This is the most Canadian thing we've seen so far. Do you think they just call them geese?
Wow, spillsies. That's when they spill all the maple syrup. No, 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 no. Oh no.
Is it alive?
Oh, Rowan.
It is, it's alive and all.
Oh, go.
It was alive, I saved it. I've never saved a starfish before. Bloody hell.
We're having a lovely day of walking around Vancouver. We started by getting a bus to Stanley Park, which has really, really tall trees. The forests of Canada look like I was expecting. Let's go to Beaver Lake.
This is the only lake, we're so lucky.
We've done all the obvious stuff. Now we're in the obvious stuff.
We haven't done any of this stuff. I would know because I got a tea world there and I'm too sugary. I'd love some savoury. I was to lick some salt.
It's not a lake, is it?
No, this wasn't what it looked like in the pictures. On the little map it was blue, not green.
Equestrian, pedestrian. It's got a beach. There's such interesting wildlife around. We saw a raccoon. I want to play with
Look
it.
how fast it goes. It's got real speed on its side.
Trash panda. And we saw...
No, Pied Boy.
And there's this spiky lad.
Look at it leaning. Looking right in.
And just for a little bit of a change of scene, we're going for lunch on Granville Island, which is not even really an island. It's connected to the rest, but we've got to get a boat there.
We was in a market. I love garlic. I could eat garlic 3 meals a day.
Why don't you eat one of those?
I've not bought it.
Earlier today, Rowan said, do you think I'm going to get to see a Bernese mountain dog today? And then actually what we've seen is the most available Bernese mountain dog we've ever met. She's just sitting outside this shop and she is free for strokesies from anyone that passes by. And she's called Lucy.
Lucy was so special and wonderful, wasn't she? It was so sweet. Oh, I've never rubbed a tum-tum like yours before.
Something happened this afternoon. Rowan got a haircut.
Got a haircut.
Look.
I got a traditional Canadian woman's haircut.
She was so spontaneous and just decided on a whim to have her haircut. And look at it now. Do you want to buy a Bentley?
Yeah, all right.
You're feeling spontaneous, aren't you?
Let's go buy a Bentley. Ooh.
Oh.
This is nervous because what if it broke down and then the doors opened?
When we would stay in?
And then it tipped.
Well then, there's just no hope for us, is there?
We doomed.
This is the best view of Vancouver we're going to get because we don't want to pay $18 to go to the lookout point, which revolves and it has a restaurant in it. Thank you for visiting.
Jacob's just learnt something.
Orange juice is actually yellow, isn't it? I always just assumed it was orange because it's called orange juice, but it's the oranges that are orange. And this is the same colour as Rowan's coat, which I know to be yellow.
Not orange.
That's pretty wild.
Travelling the world.
This train is for YVR Airport.
That's the end of Vancouver now. We've had a really good time, haven't we?
We have.
Now we're off to San Francisco. and so you'll see that in the next video.
It's going to look a little something like this.
The famous one, the other famous one.
Are you guys famous? That's all we want to know.
What if the police are waiting for us?
Bye.
Bye.